And it is Black Thursday. Let's focus on some of the wonderful things Black people have done over the course of the past week. This one is labeled Savage Pushes Off-Duty Cop Off Subway Platform Onto the Train Tracks. New York City, of course. This guy decides he's going to push somebody onto the tracks. He blindsides him and punches him from the back. And when the off-duty cop turned around, he was in plain clothes, of course. The black guy pushed him in the chest right onto the tracks. Cop said he had seen the light from a train approaching, and he jumped up onto the platform. They arrested this guy, but I mean, look at this. This is someone who has no business being in even a semi-civilized society. This is one of the animals that are walking around and preying on innocent people that are trying to, what is he wearing?
It's like an angry clown at court. What the hell?
It's from It. It's Pennywise from It. The hoodie, the uniform of the American thug. And he tried to kill an off-duty cop because there's no way you're pushing someone randomly in front of a subway train and not expecting them to die. Off-duty cop sucker punched and shoved onto the tracks during a random, that term makes it sound like there was no actor, attack by a homeless man in East Village subway station was nearly struck by an oncoming train, prosecutor said Thursday. After the 23-year-old officer landed on the tracks of the 3rd Avenue station at East 14th Street during the Tuesday night attack, he could see the lights of the train approaching the station, according to court documents. The cop, with the help of bystander, managed to get back on the platform before the train entered the station. The close call was revealed Wednesday night as a Manhattan criminal court judge ordered accused subway attacker Aaron Walker held without bail during a brief arraignment hearing. Without bail. Good. Walker has a long criminal history. It says Walker, 28, allegedly stormed up to the officer who wasn't in uniform from behind, punched him about the head. When the cop turned to face Walker, the suspect grabbed him by the chest and threw him onto the subway tracks, Manhattan prosecutor said in a criminal statement or a criminal complaint. Walker has a long criminal history, including 28 prior arrests, 10 of them felonies, police said. Before the subway platform clash, Walker had been arrested 4 times in just the last 7 weeks, twice in Brooklyn, twice in Manhattan, 3 of them for shoplifting, which, as I've said many times, is not shoplifting. It is robbery. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes.
And together we're Compound Censored.
And we would like you to subscribe with this deal using this promo code right below me right now.
Do it, because it's very entertaining. In one of the Brooklyn cases, he is accused of repeatedly punching a man he was seated next to on a C train, heading into the Kingston Throop Avenues station in Bed-Stuy, motherfucker, on September 13th. Why was he out? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Andrew Cuomo signed a no bail bill. They let these people out. Governor Hochul endorsed it. She stands by it and will not get rid of it. This also is approved and utilized by the attorneys general of New York, the district attorneys, prosecutors, and judges. Some of the judges don't like this at all, but their hands are tied. They have to do this and let these people go because the politicians in New York do not give a shit about your safety. And Chicago and many other blue cities across the country. This guy, 10 felonies, violent crimes. The thing he did before pushing a cop in front of a train was beat a man on another subway train. And he was arrested for that. And why wasn't he still in jail? He had felony arrests numerous times, let right back out again. Why? And I assure you, he's being held on no bail right now after a quick arraignment. He'll get a public defender. They will drag him in front of a judge again and order him to be released on low or no bail. And this fuck will be right back out, at the least harassing people, and at the most and more likely assaulting people physically, or God forbid, killing people. This isn't some wacky scenario I'm pulling out of my ass here. This has happened. These scenarios have happened. They let him out. They have a huge record of violent crime. They keep letting him out, and they kill someone. And then the family of the murder victim goes, why? Why was he out? Why? Why are they asking? The answer's out there. We know what the answer is. The last thing the family of a murdered person should be asking is why. It's the first thing they got to say. Why did my wonderful husband get pushed in front of a train? Why did this person do this? Why was he out on the street? You have the answer. The crooked fucking Democrat liberal politicians have signed laws allowing these people to commingle with you wherever you are, out on the street, in the subway, in the lobbies of your apartment buildings, everywhere, at your workplace, every place you can go. They've allowed them to mingle amongst productive members of society. And who are they? They're mental patients, violent criminal mental patients that wish to do you harm. So why did he do this? Well, that's why. Why was he out? Well, the politician, that's why. Why did it happen? He was such a good man. Well, because it could happen to anybody. Good, bad, indifferent. That's why. There's no reason. Stop. Don't look stupid by asking why. Hold the people responsible accountable. That's what you do. Not why. Go, oh, I know why. And now this motherfucker should have to pay for letting that mental patient out. Yeah, there it is. So the why thing is ridiculous. Makes you look stupid. You don't want to look stupid when you're mourning a loved one for being murdered by a psychopath that your politicians have allowed to run around and do whatever they want. And don't think it's going to get better. Hochul, Mayor Mamdani, you won't even have the chance before this shit happens. You know, once he's pushed you in front of the train and he's arrested, that corrupt legal system and the politicians that have written the bullshit laws that let these people out, that we know that's fucked. With Mamdani in there, you'll only be more vulnerable on those subway platforms. It won't get safer. It's going to get much more dangerous, even more dangerous than Mayor Adams. This Mamdani doesn't even give a shit about the working, contributing, law-abiding people of New York City. He cares about the mental patient, homeless, violent thugs. That's all. Anyone paying any taxes in New York City is the piece of shit that he works against. They're the ones paying the bills. So Zora Mamdani's dominant lead in latest New York poll shows even more bad news for rivals. September 24th. What's that, yesterday? Yep. This is New York. This is their guy. New Yorkers are amongst the dumbest voting public you will ever find. Ever. Worse than Chicago. Worse than LA. New York City. You are going to vote in this fucking communist Muslim, defund the police, Black Lives Matter asshole. And for how bad New York is right now, it will only get worse. That is a guarantee, people. There he is with his dumb smile. Gavin pointed out yesterday, his dumb fuck smile he's got on his dumb fuck face. And believe me, people, everything he says is a toned down, moderate version of who he is and what he plans to do to New York. He's got New Yorkers. They don't care how insanely left-wing communist this guy is. But there's a segment that they want, not even real moderates, left-wing moderates. The left that isn't completely insanely on that left that's just mental. And he wants to get some of those too. So he tones the rhetoric down a little bit and wants to sound more inclusive. And I do mean the word inclusive by including white people, people that pay their taxes, people that go to work. That's who he wants to bring over a little bit. Not the liberals. They'll go for him anyway. So even with what he's saying about socialized grocery stores and defunding police and no bail and all the nonsense that just makes things more dangerous, it will be even worse. His actions will be a fuckload worse than what he's talking about because he's trying to win an election here. He knows he has the extremists. They're voting for him. But you dummies do not even know what you have in store when you vote this guy into Gracie Mansion. Good luck with all that. I pop in every month or so like a mercenary. I parachute in, extract it out, get to the chopper. It's New York. There are criminal thugs, the Negroes everywhere. Get to the chopper, Anthony. And I'm out the fuck of that shit city. I look around in, I don't know. I look around in amusement. Like, look at this. With head constantly on a swivel. Never putting myself in a situation where my back is to danger or I don't have a route of escape. That's how I walk around New York. Constantly. Use the windows when you're walking down the sidewalk and you're looking around. Use those windows to see who's sort of behind you. You can get a good view that way. Reflection in the store windows. Use everything. Use the, if you do feel a little suspect of someone behind you, walk in a little curved loop until they pass you and get in front of you. And then continue your walk. I don't want people behind me that I think that look like people that might want to do me harm. Grab my phone, my wallet, whatever. Just hit me for no fuck reason. So you're constantly doing that in New York, by the way. It's constant. And then I'm just amused. I'm amused by it. If I do stop on the sidewalk for any reason, answer a call or something, don't check texts. Don't ever let your eyes go to a text while you're walking on the sidewalk. This is, your phone is now out in your hand, just grabbable by anybody. You're not looking. Now you're focused on this much, and you're asking for it. A phone call is another thing. You could quickly take a call and still look around. Only if it's very important. Again, if you get a phone call, you see who it is. If it's not important, don't even pick it up. You have to be constantly vigilant in New York City. So if you want to stop, your back goes against a wall. Never leave your back exposed against a wall, and constantly scanning the people that are going to be coming up. And if you see somebody that looks a little suspect, look at their hands. Watch their fucking hands. Are they in their pocket? Keep an eye on that pocketed hand and see if it comes out with something. You gotta do this. And as I said, it's only going to get worse. And only go out when you have to. There's no reason to just stroll around jolly old Manhattan. There's no reason. Get to where you're going immediately. Straight line. Use a cab or an Uber. Have it pick you up right in front of the hotel you're staying in. Whatever. And drop you off in front of where you're going. Subway? Blow me. There is no way you're getting me in a fucking subway in 2025 Escape from New York. So good luck. Good luck to you, New York, and Godspeed. Hope you make your wise decision in the voting booth in November. Fucking idiots. God, are you stupid? It's frustrating. Here's a clip, and this is a great example of what it looks like when you don't have the entire video. Now, I've seen so many videos of black people on various forms of transportation, trains, planes, automobiles, buses, boats. And we've just seen the shittiest behavior come from this culture on whatever form of transport it is. And we see normally we see the entire thing play out. There's a lot of yelling on the part of the black person. Some violence will start up. And people sit there horrified, just watching. A plane is a good thing because they don't take any bullshit. The flight attendants will come over, check it out. The captain says they got to go. They got to go. Security comes in. The police come in. Unfortunately, sometimes they're forced to deplane the passengers, but it will end with that person in cuffs going away. Trains are a whole different thing. They do as they please, especially in places like New York, with such a huge transit system. They do what they want. They abuse, they murder, and then they walk off the fucking train into the shit city. Buses, same thing. And under Mamdani, he wants his free, fast buses. You won't have that barrier of a fare. The fare that must be paid in front of the bus driver before you can get on the bus. It keeps the thugs, the homeless, the violent, sometimes it keeps them off the train. The ones getting into the subway are jumping the turnstiles. They're not paying to get down there. Those are the people. So we've seen those videos. Closed circuit, people with their phones. And that's always how they start. And we don't see how this one started. But we do see a black gentleman being arrested, doing some resisting during the arrest, and saying that he wasn't doing a thing. And this is what they'll say while they're being arrested, after you've already seen the video of them doing terrible things, stealing, assaulting someone, whatever it is. And we see them saying, I didn't do nothing. And what are you talking about? You racist. And we saw the video. Well, this, we don't get to see it. But I'm going to assume that this guy isn't telling the entire story. It isn't just some old white lady that he's accusing of calling the cops on him. I'm certain something happened. This guy was being belligerent, disturbing the peace, perhaps threatening violence. And this old woman is but one person on this train that have conveyed to the police that this guy's a problem. Because they don't just go on and listen to some old white lady and arrest the guy. Unfortunately, it isn't 1930. So let's watch the bullshit coming out of this guy.
I'm going to arrest the one black dude on the train because this white woman said she didn't like the way I was sitting on the train. So you call the police. You call the police to arrest the one black dude on the train. I haven't done anything illegal.
Let's go.
I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I am sitting on a train and one white woman didn't like my presence. Resisting what? Resisting what? What are you trying to arrest me for?
Arrest.
I was sitting on a train.
Disorderly.
I was sitting on a train and you're trying to arrest me for what?
You know what that old guy's thinking.
I don't even know what you're trying to arrest me for. Because a white woman, this white woman, resisting what? Am I being arrested? I'm going to arrest the woman.
Yeah, because this white woman, he thinks it's, the 1800s. I was drinking my mint julep, and this Negro walked into my visual perspective. I want him arrested immediately. He was annoying the people on the train. He was disturbing the peace. He was causing a problem. He said the white woman didn't like the way he was sitting. That leads me to some conjecture. Oh, there it is. Let's see. After Alex O'Keefe, the award-winning screenwriter of Hulu's The Bear. Oh, he's a big celebrity who is black, posted on social media that he was allegedly arrested for following a complaint made by a white woman about the way he was seated aboard a Metro North train in Connecticut on September 18th. The MTA Police Department provided an update on the incident, saying the passenger, O'Keefe, was handcuffed and removed from the Metro North train at the Fordham Metro North station in the Bronx, but was not arrested. MTA police said around 10:25 a.m. on Thursday, September 18th, MTA PD officials responded to reports of a disorderly passenger on train number 1518 at Fordham Metro North Station in the Bronx. They did not name O'Keefe and said the train was en route at the time from Grand Central Terminal in New Haven when the conductor reported a passenger occupying two seats had refused to remove his feet from one of the seats. Okay. They said an investigation enhanced by body-worn cameras on board security camera video revealed the 31-year-old male was observed with both legs stretched across an adjacent seat and that the MTA PD officers boarded. He refused police direction to exit the train. They said officers told the passenger to disembark the train and step onto the platform where he was allegedly informed he would be able to board the next train. They said when he allegedly continued to refuse to exit, which they said delayed the service of hundreds of other riders for 6 minutes, the passenger was handcuffed and removed from the train. They said he was issued a summons for disorderly conduct, a violation without further incident at around 10:48 a.m. and was allowed to board the next train to complete his trip. MTA officials stressed that O'Keefe was not placed under arrest at any time. There you go. He didn't even get arrested. Disturbing the peace. This white woman, he was sitting improperly. The conductor or security on the train told him to move his feet. He didn't. MTA PD was called, told him to get off the train. He wouldn't. They cuffed him, brought him up the train, wrote him a cite, told him to fucking get on the next train. This is a racist. That's a racist. This is a black man who feels he has some power over people. He's in the entertainment industry, apparently. And he feels he could do whatever he wants. And anyone that tells him different is anti-black, racist, pointing at the old white woman. What did she do? I didn't see anything in the report about the old white woman, but he had a problem with her. Can't stand that. Just can't fucking stand it. But I'm a racist. I'm the racist because I point this shit out. Fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. So if you enjoyed that clip,
then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.